Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. This is going to be episode number, because right now I'm kind of going to be filming these out of order because of episode 50. Don't know yet exactly how I'm going to film that, but that's going to be what I'm filming next to publish next. So this is going to be episode number that follows. So, but yeah, I am tank top wearing, proud to be living in the USA, but hoping this coronavirus soon goes away. Host in the place to be, the notorious Brian G. And for this episode, I'm going to actually review the brand called Wepawaug Moon Beef Jerky. Actually got them through a referral from my friend Ron over at JerkyUp. You can see down below in the description line the website for where you can go to check out his stuff and the content, the amazing content that he gives on his site as it relates to jerky manufacturers around the country. If you want to look for in a particular state in the country for who makes jerky nearby where you live. So, but I got a letter in the mail. Well, I got the package in the mail from them in this package right here, and came with. I believe it's called Waterfall, but yeah, it was made on April 7th this year. Net weight 32 grams. It's a medium hot jerky, local business, high protein diet, all that information there. And then she sent me over also, let's make sure I got everything out of here, a small sample of their bourbon jerky right here. So, and then a letter as well, just saying, been a hell of a time getting supplies for packaging during this pandemic. Please accept this gift, not as my normal procedure. I wanted to get it to you and Ron. The sample is Sour Mash Leo, made with Tennessee bourbon. So that's the sample right here. And then, I apologize, I don't recognize the writing here. Dawn Marie, that's her name. Dawn Marie Croco, who is the owner of Wepawaug Moon Beef Jerky. And they're actually out of, they're New England based, out of Milford, Connecticut. So, shout out to my fellow New England peep here. So, no nutritional information here. Like I said, it just says here is made on April 7th of this year. Same thing with the bourbon, nothing listed there, just the small sample. So, so yeah, let's dig into this Waterfall. And I have no drink, just in case it is too hot. But let's see what happens as we dig in to this particular jerky. So, as you know, 3-tiered ranking: tenderness, texture, initial scent, and smell, and then chewiness and taste. So let's dig into the first criteria on a 5-point scale. All right. So initial scent, taking the package out of the bag. Got a nice scent to it. It's a little dry, but I mean it's freshly packed. It's got a little moisture pack here, but I mean it's been over 2 months since this was packed. So, and as you know, jerky's got a reasonably long shelf life, so it's not necessarily a bad thing if it's been packed for a couple months. But there is a dryness. There are smaller pieces here. Actually, it's kind of nice because let's put that here. The smaller pieces, so you can they look like it's going to actually be a little bit of a chewy component to it, but I like that. It's a little bit of whiteness right there on the jerky itself. So it's a little dry, but things can not stiff in a sense. So I'll give it a 4, just based off of the tenderness, the texture of it, and the initial scent of it. And then that and smell, as we kind of take a closer smell, it's got a smoky component to it. Again, they say that it's being a medium hot jerky. So it smells, it's got a smoky, almost like a kick to it. So you're kind of thinking as you smell it, it's like, oh, it's got kind of a smoky, you'll probably be a little bit heat behind it as well. So I'll give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. And let's see how this chews and tastes. So, as I thought, very chewy. Now, this saliva is kind of breaking it down further. Starting to get a little bit of the heat. Got a little bit of a kick right here. I feel it, but it's not that bad. It's almost like a mild to hot, but not like spicy hot. So I like that. This definitely would be a good road trip jerky because it'll take you a little while to chew it, and the heat will probably make you want to wait a little while before trying another piece. So, so yeah, and hope you guys don't mind. I actually went ahead this time and buzzed my head. So I actually look like my kids right now with the hair buzzed completely off. But yeah, I just with the summer coming up right now, and we're in the midst of a heat wave here. I was in the process of you know, just kind of monitoring how my hair is looking, and it was starting to get a little bushy around the sides and the back, as it usually does. That's what most of my hair is now. But I actually had a job interview yesterday, and actually one of two job interviews that presented itself late last week. That I had the first one yesterday. Actually, you know, it seemed like a very interesting company, and it was actually even closer to home compared to my prior job. So, yeah, so I thought it went very well. Well, we'll see how it goes, but I've learned at this point, especially this early on, especially if I've been told, which I was probably one of the first people they talked to, not to keep my hopes up. But yeah, it definitely shows promise that there's some activity out right now. So wish me luck that I find something, and maybe something like this where I could work even closer to home, make the same, if not more money. That'd be awesome, but who knows? We'll see. So this is good. I'm going to give it a 4. So, and let's dig into this bourbon sample. So, it's going to be a little tough for me to, don't really any tears. Well, maybe there is. I got scissors here, so. So this one's going to be a little bit more dry, I think, because it's kind of sealed, the smaller piece. Okay. All right. Wow. So she mentioned sour mash. I can definitely smell the sour already, taking it out. It's an intriguing sour, though. And it's not something that's kind of like, sometimes people will smell sour and think it's rotten or gone bad. This doesn't appear to be that way for me. I have a hard time really getting this out. So, yeah, really taking forever. There we go. I'll just go use this up right here. So. Yeah, so this is a lot drier, smaller piece. You know, it's got definitely a little bit more whiteness to it. You can see right there. And again, I'm smelling it just from here, and it's got a sour component. If you smell it just from here, you can tell. But yeah. But yeah, it looks very dry. But I think it just kind of lends to how much is packed. In the packaging. So I'll give it a 4. Scent and smell, again, yeah, it's just got, it's almost kind of like, the sour almost has kind of like a wine scent to it. It's like maybe there's a little hint of red wine in this. Which, I mean, I've been drinking a lot of red wine lately, and yesterday actually was my wife and I's 18th wedding anniversary, so we kind of, you know, had a unique spin on it this year given what's going on. We just got to take out a really nice restaurant and ate outside, and had wine by our fire pit. So drinking a lot of red wine, so it kind of reminds me of that. So I'm curious what it's going to taste like just based off how it's smelling. So I'll give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. And as we finish this special episode number, let's see how this chews and tastes. Sour mash. Getting that, so I get the sour right off the bat, but then as I start to swallow it, I get that bourbon. I'm a big bourbon guy. I love bourbon. Bourbon, whiskey, some aspects of vodka. I definitely like mules, so do a Moscow mule with that. Well, not bad. Let's take that last piece here. We'll give it a 4. 4 across the board there. So that'll do it for this episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. Be sure to like this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think if you have this before. There'll be information down in the description line for where you can get this. You can like my video here, my channel here, see prior videos here, and then you can look down below on the description line where you can catch me on my other social media channels, where you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and then see the notorious Brian G and Brian's Jerky Journey on the IG. So that'll do it for this special episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. Hope you've enjoyed this journey with me. Join me in the next one. Thanks. Thank you for watching Brian's Jerky Journey. If you don't like jerky, you suck.